Barry's a good show. Like I've watched a little bit. I've watched. I liked Henry Winkler's awesome in this shit too. They've done 3 seasons so far. The fourth season is starting soon. But we actually had this come out today where Bill Hader was like, "I'm telling you right now, the fourth season is it." The trailer's out for the fourth season. Of course, Barry is a hitman, an Ohioan hitman who comes to Los Angeles for a job, but ends up seeking redemption after finding community in an acting class. Now in prison for this new season, thanks to his former acting teacher, he is in prison, and now he has to kind of get out of these shenanigans. So, but the whole thing is, Bill Hader was talking about it, and he said, when we started writing season 4, they realized that there was a very clear ending presented when they were writing. Like, this is very clear. This is how it should end. They're doing 18 episodes. It starts airing on April 16th, and when he went to his head person at HBO and told them, they were like, "Oh no, like what? Is there any?" He's like, "No, there's no wiggle room. We got an idea. It works so well. It ends this character. It's perfect for the show." Again, this is something we were talking about before. It's like, there's a good ending. Like, why force it beyond that? A lot of times it happens. Stranger Things was one thing where they were supposed to do like 3 seasons, and that was it. Netflix wanted 5, so they ended up, the second season happened, and that really wasn't supposed to be there. And then the 4th and 5th were kind of supposed to be the 2nd and 3rd. So they kind of branched out these 2 different seasons that are kind of filler in a way, And maybe if you just had 3, it'd be a better story overall. I still love that show, but this happens sometimes. It's still good filler. So maybe Barry could have had some great filler too, but this is what happens sometimes. Game of Thrones, the same thing. They were supposed to be done when he goes season 4, and they end up doing 5 because HBO Max wanted more. So this is what Bill Hader said, and apparently it's fine right now, but it could change because it is HBO again. Jake, you hear about this. Do you think this is a good thing? Like, of course, the big thing for Barry is, too, even after the third, they didn't get much recognition until the 3rd season, and then they were all of a sudden nominated for 44 Emmys. They won 9 Emmys. That's pretty nuts. Do you think this is a good idea for them to step aside when they have all this notoriety and people are like going crazy about the show? Or do you think that, let it end where they think is right? Let it end.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Like we were saying about the show previously, was when it's time to end it, you end it. And I think that shows the integrity of the writers and the producers, knowing we're not doing this for the money. We're doing this for the story.
Yeah.
And I like that
a
lot, because I think it takes a lot of guts to actually do that, and stand up to somebody who wants to make more.
A lot of grapefruits.
I'm about it. Yeah, I'm about it. Like, when the story is done and you got it, and end it,
Yeah.
And use that as a springboard onto the next thing, because you have all that notoriety, and say, look, we can do it. This is what we did. And if you want something else, it'll be a completely different project, but this is the level of integrity we're going to bring to this other project as well.
Yeah. So. And Bill Hader, like, this has only helped his career, flourish. Mm-hmm. So he's going to go on and do even more. Like, he's done a lot before, but this really put him on the map more than anything else, which I think is fantastic. Yeah. So, like, let it end the right way he wants it to end, so that it helps his career and not like fizzle out and people get mad about it. Because that happens too. It's like all of a sudden you stretch it out and then people love the show and now they freaking hate a show because you went on too long. 5 seasons. Or 4 seasons is pretty good. 4 seasons is pretty solid. Mike, have you watched Barry, and do you think this is a smart move to end it? Or do you think that with all this, all these people going nuts about this show, that you should just keep, banking in on this and keep going?
I have watched some of Barry. I think that Jake is 100% spot on. I think that it does take a lot of integrity. I think it takes a lot of confidence in your own ability as creatives to say, okay, we've got a good thing. We've got money coming into us, reliable money, and to say no to that stream of money, because there are better, more interesting opportunities where you have an opportunity to tell stories that you think are going to be more fulfilling to you artistically, that are going to better serve the public that you want to cater to. Like, so I agree that it's an impressive thing to do as creatives.
Yeah.
It seems unpopular.
Well, yeah, it does. You can understand that that's not a popular decision to make the less safe decision, right? Like,
right.
And there's a reason why that's the case, and that makes it all the more striking when people choose to defy it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It really does. And it's funny it's happening to HBO so much too, which is kind of hilarious. So people are like, no, let's let us. Then again, it's a premium network. They have premium shows and stuff. Like people are putting a lot of effort in these things. So let it end where it's supposed to end, where it feels right. Because a lot of times they rush things. I talked about Star Trek Discovery just recently. They're ending, and it's like that was unexpected. So now they're going back and doing reshoots and stuff. Yeah, they're ending. Yep, they're done. So this will be their last season coming out. It's the last season shot. They haven't aired anything yet, but now they're gonna do some reshoots so that it has a fulfilling ending. So it's not just like cut off, at the end. So yeah, they didn't know that though. So again, these things happen. So at least they're going out on their own terms for Barry and for Bill Hader. So congrats to him. Barry is going away, everybody. If you love it, you hate it. At least he leaves some good memories and some fondness, hopefully, in your heart.